welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be filming for you guys another what I eat in a day. I think it's like 9:30 right now, and I know we're going to be going out later to run some errands, and we're probably also going to be going to lunch, and I'm kind of nervous for that, which is why I've been kind of antsy about breakfast, because I'm like, I don't want to eat breakfast now and then go have lunch in a couple hours later and then not be as hungry. But then I was listening to Kelly Yu, her old YouTube channel, when she was making her like recovery diary and stuff, and she was talking about how you have to live in the now, and you can't just, if you're always anticipating about whether or not you're going to be hungry for the next meal, you're never going to be able to enjoy your current meal. So that's what I'm going to be carrying with me as I go throughout my day, that reminder. And yeah, so we're gonna make breakfast now. I have no idea what I want, but I did make some banana bread, and being that I did get up kind of late, I don't want to like have a big breakfast, so I'm probably just gonna have a slice or two of that with like either some cream cheese or nut butters with some fruit on top. So we'll see what I end up making.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, so right now I just got kind of ready. I'm going out with my mom and my sister to run some errands, and like I said earlier, we're probably gonna go get lunch. I'm not sure what order we're doing everything, if we're going to get lunch first and then our errands, but I'm definitely gonna show you guys either way. And I just kind of wanted to mention that as a reminder to not only to myself but to anyone watching, food is fuel, and you don't have to be necessarily hungry to eat. You have permission to eat. I'm giving you permission to eat. Most importantly, you need to give yourself permission to eat, because it is okay. And I was thinking about this as I was going about my day in the last couple hours, and it was the main reason I was so worried about having breakfast and then possibly going out to lunch afterwards was because I felt like I didn't, like I was having lunch too close to breakfast, as if I'm not supposed to have lunch until X amount of hours after I've eaten breakfast, which doesn't really make sense now that I reflect back on it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna end up eating the same amount or more or a bit less, but roughly the same amount anyway. So like what I mean is you're gonna end up having breakfast, lunch, and dinner anyway. So whenever you end up eating it, if it's a little bit closer to 2 meals than another, then it's completely fine. You're gonna end up eating it anyway, basically. So it was just me rationalizing more why a lot of the thoughts that we might come up with in the moment can sometimes not be true. They can just be very irrational, because most of it is our fear talking, and sometimes only when we sit back and acknowledge it and just let it go is when we're able to see the truth behind it. So I don't know if that made sense, but that was just kind of what I was feeling and what I was thinking about. But yeah, I was just trying to work on some stuff, and now we're gonna go run errands. I'm actually going to, we're gonna go to the mall, and I'm gonna return some stuff. So that, me mentioning that reminded me that I need to go back upstairs to get one of the shirts that I'm returning. But yeah, so I will show you guys when I eat next. But that's basically the plan for today, and yeah. So I got a chicken sandwich, which is basically like the fake chicken in a wrap, and then some chips. So I'm gonna be having that for lunch. We're just gonna be running some errands, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna be having.
Eventually.
just finished dinner not too long ago. Right now it's almost 9 o'clock. Sorry, my cat's being a menace. But anyway, I just finished dinner not too long ago, and I kind of wanted to pop in and just do like a check-in for how I was feeling today and basically how my day went. So I got the milkshake, which was kind of like a fear for me. If you are new to my channel, something that I talk about a lot is comparison, because that personally has been a big obstacle in my own recovery, and something that's very prominent in my life is the comparison I have with my family members. And I know that recovery kind of opened my eyes to what a body needs in order to thrive. And then once I learned that, comparing to how my family eats and stuff like that, I noticed that there are similarities, but there are also huge differences between my family's approach to health and the approach to health that I have in regards to eating and fueling my body the correct way. I don't know if that made sense, but it's always a recovery win for me when I'm able to get something and enjoy it without comparing to people in my family if they're like not getting anything. So that's what I did, and the milkshake was actually so good. I've personally struggled to find good vegan milkshakes in Florida, in Orlando, anywhere. My favorite vegan milkshake ever was at Monty's Good Burger in LA, and that was like the best. It was like
super thick and creamy, and it just did not
taste like a vegan, like you would have never guessed it was vegan. It was that good. And the ones I went to, a place, if you're in Orlando, you should try. This is where I got the milkshake, but it was at a place called the Greenery Creamery, and they have some vegan options in regards to ice cream, but I personally think their milkshake options are a lot better. And what was interesting is, I didn't know this, but like, and of course it made my anxiety go like crazy. I thought it was whipped cream, but they actually put like, they make the milkshake and then they put like vanilla soft serve on top and swirl it as if it was whipped cream. And of course I was like,
oh my god,
my mind was going like crazy with anxiety, but I actually enjoyed it and I didn't stuff myself. So something that's also been hard for me sometimes, especially in the past, was always feeling the pressure to finish everything and like that all or nothing kind of mindset. And what I was able to do is, I did have the whole thing, but like when I noticed that I was starting to feel like sick and really full after, like I probably had like this much left, I was able to tell myself like it's okay to stop. Like I don't have to gorge the whole thing down. Like it's okay, like I'm gonna be okay. It's not an all or nothing kind of thing, and I'm proud of myself for being able to do that. I will say though that it was really hard to go throughout the rest of my day just being okay with it, because for me it's also been a little bit hard to deal with the guilt or shame that might follow whenever I challenge myself to something like that. I was much better, let me tell you, I was much better today at controlling it than I've ever been in a long time. But usually when I have instances like that, or like whenever I'll challenge myself to something, afterwards sometimes I'll be like, honestly, I'll be really bitchy to people. I'll be really snappy. I'll just be in a mood and I'll like avoid people. I'll be like really down. But I actually did a really good job at keeping myself like uplifted and just staying positive, or as positive as I could, and just not fixating on what I did, just accepting it and moving on. And yeah, and then it was getting pretty late because we got home from running errands at around like 7, and I was still not that hungry, but I made an effort and I made myself dinner, and I'm really proud of myself for that, because I know how hard it can be in recovery to not feel hunger and to just feel like super guilty about eating, especially later in the night, or at least it's always been for me. So I'm proud of myself for being able to make myself dinner and just be in my own headspace in recovery, and know that just because other people in my family around me aren't doing everything that I'm doing doesn't mean that I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. If I have to eat dinner because that's what's on my agenda, then I'm gonna eat dinner. I'm not going to just say, oh, my mom's not eating dinner, my sister's not eating dinner, that means I can't eat dinner. Because then you're limiting yourself based on other people's actions instead of what you truly want to do. And I think this whole journey of self-discovery and recovery and stuff like that is to connect back to yourself rather than continue to base your actions and your opinions on other people. Yeah, that's kind of going to conclude what I ate today. I just wanted to give a quick little thingy that today was basically my last day at home. So tomorrow I'm going back up to school or to college for the rest of the semester. I'm probably gonna end up coming home a couple times because
I know me.
But I might not be making as much videos just because I'm going into this semester or the other second half of the semester with a better plan in regards to approaching my recovery and taking time for myself and just spacing everything out. So I might be trying to like acclimate to that kind of schedule or that kind of plan, but I definitely still want to vlog and to make videos. I'm really grateful, like so grateful for this community, and I just hope you guys can feel that through the lens that I'm talking to. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Until then, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.